All right, class A, let's finish where we left off since we ran out of time. For exercise 20 in your workbook, you guys need to write down the things that I am mentioning and writing down on here and making sure that you understand the material. So in this first scenario, Grandpa was saying on my glasses, I can't find them. Them referring to glasses was las, and we could put it in front of encuentro because it's a conjugated verb. And she essentially answers and says, you're already wearing them, Grandpa, and them is still referring to las gafas, which is feminine, and we can put it in front of llevas because it's a conjugated verb. In the second one that we talked about, Grandpa asks, Anna, can you help me? And because we had two types of verbs, a conjugated verb and an infinitive, we had two different ways we could write it. We could put me in front of puedes because it's a conjugated verb, or we could have attached me to the end of ayudar because ayudar is an infinitive, and she answers and says, of course, what do you need? In this third conversation, Grandpa's asking, ¿Dónde está el florero? And this is vocab. He's asking, where is the vase? And she says, here you have it. It's a way of saying like here it is, but it's how you say it when you're handing something to someone. You're saying like here you have it. So we want to say it, referring to el florero. I want you guys to think right here what DOP will go on this blank, and then also include the number, referring to pronoun placement back over here. Let me clear this. As to why your pronoun will go where it's going. So maybe open your notes to this section right here to have it handy. So think to yourself, what pronoun will replace el florero to say it, and why can it go here? If you thought that the answer would be lo, and it's also, again, because it's in front of a conjugated verb, you are correct. All right, let's move on to the next one. In this conversation, Grandpa is saying, Estas flores son para ti, Ana. Felicidades. Ask yourself, what is he saying? He's saying, these flowers are for you, Anna. Congratulations. This is poor picture quality, and I apologize. And she says, muchas gracias, abuelo. She's saying, thank you very much, Grandpa. Querer usually does mean to want, but in this sentence here, it means to love. I love them very much. She could also be saying, I love you very much, but she's probably referring to the flowers. So I want you guys to, again, think what pronoun will go here and why it can go where it's going. All right, so if she wants to say, I love them, referring to the flowers, you have to ask yourself, what is the gender of flor? And just by looking at that word, it doesn't tell you. But if you know that is la flor, or if you look right here, it says estas in front of flores, that's telling you it's feminine. So the DOP you would use to say, I love them very much, would be las. And why can it go where it's going? If I go back to my notes and ask myself, why can it go in front of quiero? Well, what is quiero? Which one of these five things is it? It is a conjugated verb, so in parentheses, when we go back here, we'll put number one. That's why it can go where it's going. All right, let's look at this next scenario. Here's Grandma, and she's saying, Alejandro, Ana, vengan a merendar. Vengan is the command of venir, which means to come. So she's saying come to snack. And then Grandpa and Anna are walking arm in arm here in the doorway, and Grandpa says, really, we usually put subjects in front in Spanish, so let's imagine that la abuela is right here. La abuela está llamando. Well, think to yourselves, what tense is this in? We've got a conjugate form of star plus present participle. This must be in the present progressive tense, which is used to say what someone is doing right now. And what does llamar se mean? Llamar se means to call oneself. This is just llamar, so just llamar on its own means to call. We're saying Grandma is calling. What's being verbed? What's being called? Grandma is calling us, because over here she's like, Alejandro, Ana. Alejandro refers to Grandpa. Ana is this person, so Grandma is calling us. So I want you to go ahead and ask yourself, what DOP would we use to say us, and why can it go where it's going? Okay, you should have written down the DOP nos, And why can it go in front of está? Well, again, está is a conjugated verb, and it can go before the conjugated verb. Let me make this just a little bit neater. Let me put that there. That's not really much neater, but okay. And now I want you guys to ask yourself, finally here at the end, is there another place that nos could go in this sentence? Well, to answer that, you have to ask yourself, do I have another type of verb? Well, la abuela isn't a verb. We've already talked about where it goes in relationship to está, so you have to ask yourself, is llamando a type of verb? Let's go to our list. It's not a conjugated verb because those end in o, as, a, amos, ais, an. It's not a negative command because we're not dealing with commands. It's not an infinitive because infinitives end in ar, er, and ir. Is it a present participle? Yes, it is, because present participles can end in ando, yendo, or yendo. So, since llamando is our word, we can attach it at the end, but we can't forget that there's a star here, and if we attach a pronoun to a present participle, we have to place an accent on the penultimate or second to last syllable, not counting the pronoun. So what is that going to look like? I want you guys to think about that. And here in this space on your workbook page, let's rewrite down la abuela. We're going to put it in front. Está llamando. So we just said that a pronoun can go attached at the end of a present participle, so I'm going to attach nos right there, but we can't forget we need an accent on the second to last syllable, not counting the pronoun. So I can't count nos, but if I count my syllables, ya, man, do, last, second to last, I need an accent right there, and this is another way we could write this sentence because we have two types of verbs. Alright, I told you this video would have lasted 5 minutes. I'm closer to 7. I apologize. Please make sure that you're studying and preparing for your midterm. Thanks for watching. Bye.